is going on, people? I'm gonna try and do regular videos now, man. I've got a little time this week. So, on the back of our victory, our victorious victory against Norwich, obviously everyone's saying at the bottom of the table, we're expected to beat a team like Norwich. We're expected to perform how we did yesterday. But what I'm saying, I'm casting my mind back to what, maybe 5 years ago, not even 5 years ago, probably even last season or the season before that, where we will come up against teams struggling at the bottom and we ourselves would struggle and they would give us a good game. I thought yesterday's game, we looked professional, we looked like we knew what we was doing before we had the ball, and even after we received the ball, we had a game plan throughout the game. So it was refreshing to see. It was a beautiful thing to see as an Arsenal fan, obviously collecting 3 points. But five? I'll take five. I'll take five all day, every day. But just wanted to go through the lineup and talk about a few of the players that really impressed me. We got Ramsdale signing, arguably the signing of the season for us. I've said it before many a times, but was it 9 clean sheets so far? The only other keepers that has done that is what, Alisson from Liverpool and Edison from Man City. And that just shows, that's just credit to him and his mentality, because although Arsenal fans, the Arsenal fan base were having a go and saying, why are we bringing this player in? And then also the other rival fans were telling us about how Ramsdale's going to get us relegated. He's really proven a lot of people wrong. No one can really speak a bad word about him. Not at all. Because the way he's handled himself and his transformation within Arsenal has been incredible. So for me, he had a top game. Clean sheet, easy peasy. Well, he didn't have much to do. Give him an 8 or something, 7, 8. Do you know what I mean? Didn't have much to do. I thought what was quite interesting is Arteta went with a back four, but there was no Tomiyasu due to COVID. So he went Ben White. He replaced him with Ben White at right back. Holding Gabriel, Tierney. Obviously, we know Tierney got his goal. Fantastic for him. He seems to be going on leaps and bounds. We know how reliable he is. He is our future. I say he is one of our future captains, 100%. Gabriel, he's been solid. There was a few things about Gabriel I was questioning, in terms of he was taking a bit too long on the ball. And then I saw him a little bit. He was complaining because whenever he would receive the ball, he didn't have much options in the midfield, so he would end up going long. I think it was towards the second half, and or in the second half. We was giving the ball away a little bit, which against a better team, you've got to be very careful about that. But he was still a solid performance. Tierney, I'll give it 8. Gabriel, I'll give it 8. Holding came in and done a job. I'll give him a 7. Actually, no, I'll give Gabriel a 7 as well. Gabriel and Holding, I'll give a 7. Holding, he looked good. I mean, for me, defensively, as a defender, probably looking at it, his headers, he was very good in the air. I think some of his headers, though, he did have a lot of time. He would win. He would be first to the ball in the air. However, he would just kind of just head and hope, where if he could direct it to one of the midfielders, or just be a little bit more calm and composed, I reckon he would have done a lot. But still, he done his job. And yeah, Ben White at right back, he looked pretty much solid. Didn't have much to do. I think he come up against Williams a few times, the left back, but another solid performance from him. So I'll give him a 7. Partey and Xhaka. Partey seems to be coming along nicely. I was happy with him. He did get subbed off for El Neni. He just simplifies things. When he's playing good, we all play good. And his fitness levels has been questioned. His sharpness, his concentration levels. But I thought yesterday he was pretty good. Open his body up, spreading the play, when pressured, he'll kind of come out with it. So I was kind of happy with him. I was quite happy with him. And Xhaka, we already know Xhaka, but I'll give Partey what? I'll give Partey 7. Xhaka, we know Xhaka. He does exactly what it says on the tin. Sometimes he gets caught on the ball, sometimes he'll give it away, or you try and do the extravagant pass when he can just literally do a 10-yard pass. But give him 7. He's solid. When he's playing next to Partey, he looks a lot better than he is. But I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit where credit's due. Then you got the 3 in the midfield, ahead of the 2 DMs. You got Martinelli, Odegaard, and Saka. They had a tremendous game. You talk about, who should I go with first? Martinelli. Okay, he didn't have an outstanding performance. He didn't score. unfortunately. But since he's come into our side, you can see the transformation in terms of the energy levels that he brings. And he's been a breath of fresh air. He kind of sets the standards, he sets the tone, because once he leads, the rest of the team follows. And there was times where Odegaard, when he first come into Arsenal, I could see Odegaard who was pressing, but the rest of the team wouldn't press. But what you see now is Martinelli, he presses and he presses effectively as well, followed by Odegaard, and then obviously Saka will do his thing as well. But no, he's good. He just kind of sets the tone, he sets the levels for us in terms of what we should be doing to pressurise our opponents. And he was just causing nightmares. His movement, his touches, his first and second touches, you know, on point. He's just been a joy to watch. Do you know what I mean? The Brazilian guy. He's been a joy to watch. You know, I'm just glad that we've got him, and he's flourishing. Then you got Odegaard. What's that? The last 6 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. He is starting to come into his own now. He looks more comfortable. He looks like he knows where he is now, and he's comfortable about his own game, and he's kind of judged the level of the Premier League, and now he's kind of like adding his little sauce to it. And I've been saying it for weeks upon weeks. Not only the pressing, you know, his work rate off the ball, but when he is on the ball, he's very smart, and he does give me those kind of Ozil vibes where he doesn't play at the same pace as everyone else, but everyone else has to try and play to his pace. But because he's so far ahead, he already knows what he's going to do before he gets the ball. So he's very hard to kind of mark. I would hate to mark him. I would hate to press him, because you know, as soon as you try and press him, the ball's already gone and he's gone. But he was terrific. He was terrific. You know, he's those little intricate passes, you know, those through balls, you know, on the ground, over the top. You know, he's again been a joy to watch, and you know, credit to him. Sorry, Martinelli, I give him 7. Odegaard, I give Odegaard a 9. Give Odegaard a 9. Saka, come on, man. Haaland, massive. Saka, him and Smith Rowe have just been a shimmering light for us, and they have carried us a lot. They have carried us a lot. However, you cannot doubt the quality that they possess. You cannot doubt the fact that, well, we've got Smith Rowe, who's on 8 goals, come off the bench, immediate impact, threaded a ball to win the penalty for Lacazette, and then he scored. He anticipated a ricochet, or he anticipated a shot, and he got on the end of it. Coming off the bench, he's only got 10, 12 minutes to do something. But it's that mentality. I said it on my other videos. It's that mentality that he has now. I really love it. He reminds me of Alexander Kleb. I've said it before, you know, in terms of his touches, the way he glides with the ball, and he's just very direct. The same as Saka. Saka is just direct, and it's not like Saka is flamboyant like a Neymar, like a Zaha in terms of that flair. But what Saka does is he does the basics, and he does them so well. It's so hard to mark him, you know, in terms of receiving with his right and then pushing off with his left. Even though the left back or whoever's marking him, they think that they've got him, they haven't. And he always seems to come out, and he managed to come out with a goal. It was fantastic for him. I'm so happy for him. So I'll give them both. I'll give Saka a 9 because he was just causing havoc for Norwich players. And then for Smith Rowe, I'll give him a 9 as well, because he just come off and he done his thing. So yeah, pleased with him. Lacazette is kind of like the glue within the team. He's the glue. He pulls everything together. His link-up play, you know, and he's been holding it up, and it's been quite a joy to watch him as well. How he's kind of managing the youngsters around him on the pitch, and you know, you can tell that the players, they look up to him. The youngsters look up to him, and you know, he's thriving with them, having them around him. So I'll give Laka an 8. And yeah, Arteta, what can I say about Arteta? Arteta's been doing his thing. A lot of the players, I've been listening to a lot of the fans, the culture is back, the feeling, the Arsenal feeling. Now some fans, they had it, they've never lost it, but there was other Arsenal fans, diehard Arsenal fans, that were questioning a lot of things, you know, whether the players wanted it. Since Arteta's come in and he's got the players that he wants, and he's got the team to play how he wants, you can see a hell of a lot of a difference. I mean, Aubameyang, I think the changing point is Aubameyang being, you know, kind of frozen out of the squad, and now the rest of the players are just stepping up. You know, we're getting goals, 19 goals in the last, what, 5 games or something like that, conceded 2. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'll give Arteta a 9 as well. Easy game, I guess. Norwich, Wolves game has been postponed, but our focus now will be on City. But yeah, that's my thoughts, man. Peace and love.